Okay, so what happens when a doctor, someone who only trusts what they can see and prove, is forced to face something, well, something impossible? That's what we're diving into today as we deconstruct the supernatural thriller Bhootiya Ashram. It's a wild story where logic just gets thrown out the window, and a family's dark past comes crawling back to haunt the present.
Let's just jump right in with this line. It's chilling, right? Death is standing right behind you. And this isn't just some empty threat. Nope, it's pretty much a promise of the horror that's about to unfold when that thin line between our world and whatever comes next gets ripped wide open.
All right, first up, let's meet our main character. Her name is Artie, and she's a medical student. You know the type. Super smart, totally dedicated to science. Her whole world is built on logic, on things you can actually observe and prove. And, well, all of that is about to be completely blown to pieces. So this is really the core of the whole story. It's this massive clash of two totally different worlds. On one side, you've got Arthi with her science, her logic, her medicine. She only trusts what can be proven, right? But then on the other side, there's everyone around her, her family, her friends, and they live in a world of spirits, rituals, and curses. This tension, this is what drives everything. And you know how it starts? With a dare. Just a simple challenge from a friend. Her buddy Jitu is convinced he's talked to his father's spirit, and he dares Arti, the ultimate skeptic, to try and contact her own mom, who passed away over 2 decades ago. It starts out as a joke, really, just some friends messing around, but it spirals into something way, way darker.
So what does she do? Well, between the peer pressure from her friends and, let's be honest, a little bit of her own curiosity, Artie reluctantly agrees. And that one decision leads them all to this strange, kind of isolated ashram where a mysterious Swami says he can, you guessed it, talk to the dead.
So they get inside, and the Swami walks Arti through this whole seance process. It's very specific, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3. It's all designed to build this bridge to the spirit world. And Artie, you can just imagine her, she's still thinking this is all nonsense, but she goes along with it. She follows his instructions, tries to focus on the mothers she never even got to know.
And then it happens. This is the exact moment everything flips. A voice comes through, and it claims to be her mother. But here's the thing. It doesn't just say, I love you, or something vague. No, it gives her this incredibly specific detail, a secret about a hidden bangle with 9 gems. It's something verifiable, something only her family could possibly know.
So, of course, Artie rushes home. She finds the jewelry box, opens it up, and there it is, the bangle. It's exactly where the voice said it would be. For someone who lives and breathes logic, it's just impossible. And that one single discovery, it plants this tiny seed of doubt that starts to crack the entire foundation of her world.
And once that crack in her reality appears, well, the floodgates just burst open. Because once you let that doubt in, you've opened the door for something else to follow right behind it. Okay, get this. The horror starts at her medical college, of all places. They're in anatomy class, and a cadaver, a dead body they're about to dissect, it suddenly just sits up on the table and starts attacking the students. I mean, can you imagine? Everyone just screams and runs out of there. It's completely public, totally terrifying, and there is absolutely no rational way to explain it. And the terror doesn't stay at the college either. It follows her. She's driving with her friends one night, and bam, this ghostly figure just appears out of nowhere, right in the middle of the road. They swerve, almost crash the car, and then they look again, and there's nothing, just an empty road. But now it's getting even worse, because it's not just happening to her anymore, it's spreading. During a big college ceremony, Artie's friend Ramya is supposed to get up and sing a prayer. Instead, she gets possessed. Her voice just twists into something else, and she starts singing this absolutely chilling song in some ancient language nobody recognizes. It horrifies everyone there. So you see what's happening, right? Things are escalating. They're getting more violent, more public, and Artie and her friends have to face this awful possibility. What if that voice they contacted wasn't her loving mother? What if it was something else entirely? Something much, much more sinister? Okay, so they're desperate for answers. And where do they go? Back to the ashram. But this time, they meet the Swami's daughter. And she's the one who finally tells them the real, horrifying story behind everything that's been happening. So, surprise, surprise, the spirit isn't Artie's mother.
Not even close. Her name is Akashganga, and it turns out she was a woman who was brutally murdered years and years ago by Artie's own ancestors. So this whole haunting, it's not random at all. It is targeted revenge, a curse aimed directly at Artie's family. And then all the pieces of this terrifying puzzle just click into place. Akashganga's revenge actually started 21 years ago. She possessed Artie's mother while she was pregnant, which is what led to her death during childbirth. A powerful tantric managed to capture the spirit back then, but she swore she'd be back. And that seance at the ashram, that was the key. It accidentally weakened the barriers and unlocked her prison. Now she's out, and she's here to finish the job. So now they know the truth. And with that horrifying reality out in the open, there's only one thing left to do. They have to perform a dangerous, powerful exorcism on the night of the new moon. It's the only way to save Artie's life. And so it begins, the final desperate battle for Artie's soul. Inside the ashram, the Swami's daughter and a tantric start the sacred ritual, chanting these ancient mantras, trying to fight back against this incredibly powerful, vengeful spirit.
But Akashganga is not going down without a fight. No way. She completely takes over Artie's body and just screams her defiance. She starts lashing out with all this supernatural force. Her rage is just off the charts, and she makes it very clear she's planning on taking a few people down with her.
The whole thing is just this violent, chaotic struggle. The tantrics call on this fierce deity, Yamagunth by Rav, and the whole room just explodes with energy as these spiritual powers clash. It's a brutal fight, but after one last agonizing push, the combined power of the ritual is just too much, and Akashganga's spirit is literally violently ripped out of Artie's body. And then it's over. The ashram is quiet again. All that violent energy is just gone. The curse that plagued her family for generations, the spirit that haunted her literally since the day she was born, it's finally gone. Artie is free. So yes, the curse is broken. But the story leaves us with this one big lingering question. Think about it. Artie started this whole journey as a woman of pure science, right? And she was forced to face a reality that defied every single thing she believed in. It really makes you wonder, when your entire lifetime of logic gets completely shattered by one impossible event, what's left to believe in?